And we are live. Let's check everything is looking good. YouTube second day, second week that I'm live, and I'm excited, super excited. I confess to you, it's not very easy just to come in a new platform, but anyways, the point is I'm here and we're gonna continue, and I'm not gonna stop showing for you. And I apologize for the past, on and off, on and off. Um, but things are different. Yes? Well, thank you. So, my name is Lilia Ackerman. I'm your life and health coach, and I help people to revive the spark of love after a breakup or while navigating raw patches in your current relationship. That's what I do. So today, we welcome you to part two of our series, When Did I Start Losing Myself in the Relationship? And as I said before, this affects men and women. So today I'm speaking to both. Both. It will be like a four, right? So let's do a quick recap from part one. We talk about the signs that shows that when you are losing yourself in the relationship, and the five first hidden reasons behind it. We also explore how important it is to pay attention to your emotions. Your emotions are evidence. They are signals guiding your life, calling your attention to make changes and adjustments before it is too late. So before resentment turns into disconnection and disconnection into loss. So now, before we go deeper into the next five hidden reasons we disappear in relationships, I want you to pause. Place your hand in your heart and be ready to receive what serves you and to release what doesn't. To be fully present and listen and allow yourself to feel this, because this is powerful information. Okay? Um, so, are you ready? Because I am on fire today and we're going deeper. All right. I say number six because we talked last week, the first five. Okay. So, number six is, and this one often goes unnoticed because it started long before your relationship. It is its roots are in childhood. That's why we come already with a package. Surprise! So, if you grow up seeing one parent dominant, like dominating the relationship while others stay silent, you may unconsciously carry that dynamic into your relationship. You enter already believing your voice doesn't matter. Because what feels normal, we don't question, we repeat. And I'm going to repeat that. What feels normal, we don't question, we repeat. The next one is, if you struggle with rejection issues, you may bend over backwards to please your partner, not out of love, but out of fear to feel rejected. Hmm. Rejection is a very strong one. Very strong. Next, low self esteem. Low self esteem is behind the behavior where people has a strong desire to feel needed. This behavior is described as codependent, needy, people pleaser. People pleasers are excessively preoccupied with the needs of others and tries excessively to satisfy them. So this kind of behavior enables others to depend on them because they like to come to the rescue. Like, I'm the hero of your life. So the core truth is entering into a relationship with unhealed patterns, you will unconsciously recreate whatever you witness, whatever it feels familiar. These unhealed patterns set you up to lose yourself in a relationship. Yeah, because you you become overgiving, overserving because you're being triggered by these unhealthy patterns, by wounds. Whew, that wasn't easy to say all this, trust me. Number 7, you slowly start negotiating against yourself. As much as we want to believe or to blame our partner, we have to go back to us. So, what are the signs that you are negotiating yourself against yourself? What what kind of thoughts will be? It's not a big deal. She is just stressed. You know, that's why they are acting the way they are acting. You excuse their behavior. Relationship takes sacrifice. Okay. How much are you going to sacrifice? And in which way are you going to sacrifice? Because yes, relationships are sacrifice, but it's a healthy sacrifice. It sounds contradictory, right? But yeah, like I'm going to sacrifice, and we see it as a sacrifice. It really is not. But when we talk about really, really sacrificing, it's like bleeding yourself. More, that's the one that we are. I want to picture that. At least he didn't, fill out the blanks. Maybe I'm expecting too much. So this is our conversation that we have, and that's the wrestling against ourselves. So core truth, daily thoughts and behavior, our behavior, are equal to 1 inch. But when you add that inch plus, 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 now you are far away, miles and miles apart from who you were in the beginning of your relationship and who you are now. Let's breathe. Number 8, you stop checking how you feel. Like at the beginning, do I like him? Later, does he likes me? Then how do I keep this? I mean, what a different feeling and dynamic. Because now I'm worried. Now it feels like comparing the first one to the last one. The last one sounds struggling. That's to feel the struggle, the wrestling for something. So relationships shouldn't feel that way. Core truth. Identity disappears the moment evaluation turns into one direction. At the moment your focus starts being mutual. Relationship is an exchange of giving and receiving. But if you see yourself just pouring, 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 it's time to examine yourself. Okay? Number 9, some deeper roots of losing yourself also include issues with love. And what does that mean? What is your view? What are your thoughts about love? What is love for you? I think to know where to look for the answer is how do you see, how do you witness in your parents' relationship? What is the dynamic that you grew up with? The next one is growing up in an unstable environment. Attachment wounds. So the next three set you up to lose yourself in the relationship very easily. Fear of abandonment, fear to be alone, confusing love with survival. This is why it's important if you are watching this and you have a children, you have a little ones, give them the opportunity to grow up in a healthy environment. Because, as I said before, childhood set you up for the rest of your life if we don't wake up on time. Um, we we tend to be in what is normal. Remember the beginning, we don't question what it looks normal. We just follow. We repeat. I was as a volunteer in the prison China for women for 10 years. And for 10 years, I asked that question because I got the same exactly answer from all the inmates that I was with. As much as they hate the place, I don't remember one person saying, "Oh, yeah, this is my place. I like to be here and I enjoy being in myself." No, they hate everything from the food, the shower, the soap, the um, they were deprived from the outside life, right? As much as they hated it, they repeat the pattern. Because when I asked them, is it your first time? I was totally surprised when they say no. This is my second, my third, my fourth. I mean, in prison since I was 15. Now there's in front of me a 45 years old woman. So as uncomfortable as it looks like, we repeat the pattern. We don't question because it looks the way it's supposed to be. My mom did it, my aunts did it, my grandparents did it, and it's broken relationship after broken relationships after broken, and silent people, silent women. Nobody is silent you but yourself. Nobody lose you in a relationship but you. It's us. It's us. So, but that's why I talk about the emotions because truly they are our guidance to wake up and do something. Um, Here we go. The last one. Number 10, words that seem harmless but quietly shift that dynamic of your relationship. When someone asks you, how many children do you have? And you say two. Well, actually three. My husband is another child. And then you laugh because you don't have no idea how this interfere in your relationship, affecting your relationship. So when you call your husband daddy, dad, pop, you begin to shift into a child role, and your role as a wife fades, vanishes. Remember, 1 inch, 1 inch, and you're calling your husband every day, pop, dad. And what happened with his role? What happened with your husband role? It is slowly shift from partner to authority or caretaker. He's still watching you, looking at you as a wife. Because remember, the brain listen. Are you? So when you call your I'm sorry, the next one. When he calls you mom, that's when you are telling everybody, you announce it. I have another child in the house. So when he calls you mom, your role as a wife is replaced by, by a caretaker, and his role shift from partner to child. Culture, the words you normalize shape the role you play. And when those roles shift from partners to parent child dynamics, you don't just change that relationship. You start losing yourself inside of it. This is one of the most hidden ways people disconnect, not through conflict, but more through misalignment. If you want, um, well, before I go to that one, so I really want you to picture that you married a man, not a child. Along the way, yeah, you could see, why in your mind there are certain men that continue doing uh, they don't pick up after themselves. Uh, it all depends how they grew up, and and then you start talking to them as a child. They act like a child. Yes, But we as the wives, we should be talking to them as men. Because if we talk to them as a child, and I talk about everything in the full version. I title the words we normalize in relationships and what they are really doing. Uh, I go very deep into this part because this also affects your intimacy. So if you want that, if you want that video, I'm gladly will post it or I will send it to you, and just comment word, and it will be on the way. Okay, because that the dynamics of a husband, you married, you is a wife, a man, and a woman in front of each other. Remember the little inches? So we disconnect from ourselves. We disconnect from our nature of the relationship of the wife and husband. Then that's our roles. Okay. So last thoughts. Be intentionally about discovering your truth. Ask yourself two questions and write them down. Start tracking. Start tracking what you're discovering. Who am I to myself? Because what I think about myself is what I project in. And that's why it's what people see in us. If I'm projecting myself as a mom, your husband is seeing you as one. What is love to me? What is love to me? What version of love do you have? As you see, it is not our partner that it's not because of them that we lose ourselves in the relationship, but our wounds, belief system, our personal intentions, how we perceive love. The bottom is you. And I don't say this for you to feel guilty. It's not about that, but rather to wake up and do something about it. And this is why I'm inviting you to mark your calendars for May 19th to 22nd. Join me for my first challenge of the year, Reclaim Your Heart. Rewrite your love story. This is for anyone ready to shift from mediocre to meaningful relationship. It doesn't matter if you are single or married, because this is about you. It is time to stop blaming others for what is happening in your life and start taking ownership so you can reclaim your heart and rewrite your best love story. One of the most powerful paradigms that changed my life is nothing changes until you do. I did the work and I can help you to do the same. So, um, so thank you so much again for having me in your home, for listening. If you have any topic I would like to address, please just let me know, and I will gladly do it. All right. So see you next Monday at 10 o'clock. I will do my best. Okay. They're asking me questions here. I don't know. Let's see. There. All right. Enjoy your week. And again, just send me a message, or if you want to be part of the challenges, May 19th to the 22nd, I believe it's going to be at 10 o'clock in the morning. All right. Love you very much. Mwah.